the power forward position. 6'9", number 10, Max.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Monday, they'll be taking on Desmond Bane and the Orlando Magic. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Boston matchup, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. Speedy out there with Reed. And it's Wright in at the guard position. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Junior's out there with Embiid, and it's Brown in at the 3. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer. Now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Maxey. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Maxey hits him both. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on. And last season, their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Boston Celtics. Brown sets a screen for Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
And Wright kicks to Miller. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Junior. It's tipped. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Right outside. Here's Knipple. Reed with a screen for Knipple. Back to right. Right side, Reed. And again, the Hornets missing. 76ers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Brown with the bounce pass. And here's Maxey outside. Rebound by Andrews.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball to the 3-point line.
And, you know, for Miller, his passing is probably the most valuable and overlooked part of his game.
Here's Maxey. After the basket by Charlotte. Embiid with a screen on right. Another miss by Maxey. And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here. Embiid sets the pick for Brown. Embiid throws it down.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screen as well as where and when to roll.
Now here's Wright. Nothing on the board. Pass to Knipple. miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Brown. In the loss to the Celtics the other night, definitely was not himself. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Wright. Miller surveying the floor. Andrews controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Embiid. He started closer. And that's going to be a travel.
And a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year. 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Knipple with the bucket.
Quite simply, you need to run Knipple off his shot. He's too good with the catch and shoot.
Pass to Junior. Back to Maxey. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Sharp.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
It's Miller on the wing. He's covered by Brown. The kick out to Wright.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Maxey against Wright. Maxey passes to Brown. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Maxey, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Knipple with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let me hear you make noise. Get up, get out. It's your Sixers TNT.
Now at the break of the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
Boy, they had so many guys with quick feet and quick hands on that team. I mean, they put relentless pressure on the opponent. And as a result, they came up with an awful lot of steals. I mean, this team has been very impressive defensively.
Edgecombe with it. Scoreless thus far. Here's Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, He said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And, chums, we appreciate the report.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Now, here is Miller over Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jalen Brunson.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Miller. Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
Both free throws good for Miller. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Maxey. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. The shot, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Knuckle. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. Miller, that's for 2. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Brown and Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 9 points for Con Knuckle.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Junior sets the screen for Brown. That's 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Miller. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Diabate's checked in. O'Neal comes in for Naz Reid. Allen's checked in for Miller. And it's Kobe White in for Wright. The 76ers trail by 9. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a God that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And here's a look at the stats for White. Last year, getting it done. He's averaged 20 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. And so Simons will bring it up for Philadelphia. 9-point game. And Junior throws it down.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
Simons against White. And stolen by Junior. To the paint. Here's Bona. Diabate grabs the board.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Junior. Outside, Simon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
Here's Diabate. Sinks that one from the post. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Throws it up for Junior. He takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Knappel. 9 points in the game so far. After White. Lets it go with a 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0-1 from the field. 76ers shooting just 35% to start the game. Carlos' shot is good. And now just a 5-point Hornets lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Knappel. A three-pointer, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here's Simons. He had 15 points last outing. From the arc. No good there. Hornets leading by 5. Pass to Knappel. Launches from deep. That one, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Hornets lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away. But the inside area is their territory.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
We've got Maxey. Also, Anthony Simons out there. And it's Bona in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's White missing. The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Simons. They set the pick. Pass to Bona. Now Maxey. And Wright pulls it down. Outside, O'Neal. Simons on the double team. Right outside. In the corner, O'Neal with it. A three-pointer is right on target. O'Neal's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Maxey passes to Bowman. And that's tough to finish it off. Beautiful.
Nice playmaking by Maxey. An overlooked part of his game.
Bounce pass from Wright. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Simons against White. A nice shot by Simons. Mark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across. Every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
Now, here's Simons. Rebound by Andrews. Speedy's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Timeout. Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Top 10 teams in our league in terms of points off turnovers. They recognize that the best time to attack is when the opponent is scattered all over the floor.
You talked about their steals, and defense really was a focus for them. They went out there with the goal of making things as uncomfortable as possible for their opponents. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 9 points. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Barlow scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
O'Neal is screen on Maxey. Here's Wright. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Hornets lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets leading by 11. Now here's White. Still yet to score. In the corner, right with it. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Hands it from downtown. O'Neal's got the lead up to 14 now for Charlotte.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Barlow's shot is good.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, he can provide.
That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The 76ers trail by 12. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Simons. This one for three. O'Neal with the rebound.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Miller, the pass to Andrews. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Here's Simons. Outside, Maxey. Looking to end his cold spell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Because he's quick and aggressive. Maxey draws his fair share of fouls and gets to the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
Maxey hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here is Wright. Brown. Now Watford. Kicks it out to Maxey. Here's O'Neal. He can't get that one to fall.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Maxey. He's got 6. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Shots good by Miller.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Maxey with it. Pass to Simons. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Andrews. O'Neal looking around. No good from outside. The 76ers trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Simons missing. And it's Wright with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Timeout.
Okay, a chance to check out the numbers for Miller. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 21 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Deciding to change it up. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Hornets 4th.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
So it's the Hornets now. They lead by 14. 4 on the clock. Lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
He takes it in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws. That one on Embiid.
Drawing contact is what Miller does best. And his movements towards the basket.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
First one falls for him.
You know, for Miller, to me, it's about playing to his strengths. When he does that, he's an effective player.
Both free throws good for Miller. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pro?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through.
Andrews, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Hornets have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And the first one at the line is good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
is perfect from the line this time. The 76ers trail by 20. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Guys, back to you.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Edgecombe. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here.
I like the aggressiveness inside from Edgecombe. Sometimes you have to fight through all those long limbs and find your way.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
We don't say this often about rookies like VJ Edgecombe, but he is known for his defense. Plays with incredible passion. VJ has such a bright future.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Brown outside. Pocket 6. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hey, guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
That one goes. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Junior. Outside, Maxey. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Reeves got 6 rebounds in the game. Miller, the pass to Andrews. And it's blocked. 4-on-3 break. They swipe it. Shoots from 8. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Embiid. With the block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. First on the menu is looking at what games will be coming up here shortly. The Hawks playing at State Farm Arena as they go up against the Thunder. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
Not sure we'll see an upset tonight. Big disparity between these teams.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Hornets.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And Charlotte, looking who they've got. Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. Speedy out there with Reed, and it's right at the one.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Brown outside. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the 76ers. Hornets leading by 19. Miller outside. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick-and-roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Pass to Junior. And here's Embiid. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Embiid's got 8.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Knipple. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Outside, Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. And he recovers it. It's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's Maxey. He has 6. 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
And they were in the top half of the league in terms of free throw shooting. It could have been better, but I just felt last year they had a few guys who were off.
And what really jumps out is their ranking in second chance points. They did some major work on the glass. Greg, those points really added up over the course of last season. And Wright kicks to Reed. Back to Wright. He lobs it up. Embiid with the steal. Now Edgecombe. Up top, Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
Reed kicks to Miller. Reed with a screen on Embiid. Miller with a wide open look. Here's Andrews. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Jaylen Brown. Great showing for him last season. He averaged 22 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the time.
Pass to Edgecombe. Maxey passes to Embiid. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 22 is their biggest lead. Now, Wright. Miller kicks to Reed. And stolen by Junior. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Here's Maxey, guarded by Wright. Another miss by Philadelphia.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Brown against Miller. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Rebound by Andrews. Speedy's got rebound number 13 with that last one. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
They set the pick. Miller, the pass to Andrews. Brown against Miller. Here's Maxey. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's Edgecombe. He's got 8. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe.
Anticipation, positioning, and toughness. That's how Knipple gets it done defensively.
Down low, deflects the pass, and stolen by Junior. Brown kicks to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. 6 to shoot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
It hurts when you think you've got an easy one, and then Reed comes and stuffs you.
Brown against Miller. Brown the pass to Dean. Brown sets a screen for Junior. Pass to Embiid. Fires for 3. Knipple with the rebound. Hornets lead by 17. Now here's Wright. Here's Andrews. He's got 21. Now Knipple. Here's Reed. Drills it from outside.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Brown dishes to Junior. Maxey on the wing. Guarded by Wright. Maxey kicks to Embiid. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Embiid's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Knipple, no good.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Back to Maxey. The kick out to Brown. Philadelphia moving the ball around. There's the 3. Good D by Miller.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Wright, the pass to Reed. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Reed's got 5 points so far.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
Junior sets the screen for Brown. Back to Maxey. Pass to Junior. Now Embiid. It's blocked. Here's Knipple. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's Embiid. G right out. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hornets leading by 21. Pass to Andrews. Here's Knipple. The layup's good off the glass. Knipple's got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Knipple with it. He's got 15. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. 4th, Kobe White. And, of course, Anthony Simons.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and it's Kobe White in for Wright. Pass to Edgecombe. Reed with the block.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
Outside White. Clock at 6. Shot from away. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the 2nd of 2 straight at home. Stolen by Knipple. To the inside. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Strong work inside by Knipple, proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
There's the steal. 1:39 left to play in the third. O'Neal against Caldwell Pope. This one for three. A rebound by Simons.
He managed to knock down one triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Poke loose. Here's Knipple. And he uses the glass on the layup. Knipple's got 19 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The 76ers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to O'Neal. Now Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Fires away from outside. Barlow grabs the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Simon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And developed into such a good scorer. D has to pay close attention to Simons.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots. 2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
And Simons drops them both. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Now Knipple. Picked by Reed. And the 3 off target. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hornets ahead, delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Junior, and it's Barlow in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Maxey, no good.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
White against Simon. Pass to Wright. Left side, O'Neal. Here's White. Rebound by the 76ers. Junior's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Simons on the wing. Looking to get it going. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simons.
That's a real brain fade right there. A mental error, and it cost them a possession.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Wright looking around. Here's Andrews. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Simons kicks to Maxey. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
White finds Wright. And he fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Maxey.
First team foul. At the line for the Hornets. Right. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Now here's Junior, defended by Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simons, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. The Hornets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take this. And finished off by O'Neal.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
A nice shot by Embiid.
Something's going, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Down low, Embiid with the steal. Junior with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Maxey in the corner. Simons from outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, these defenders have better start closing down on shooting.
Simons against White. They set the pick. White, the pass to Rhodes. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
At the line for 1.
1 shot.
And that one misses. And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
Pass to Andrews. White, wide open, he fired. His three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And stolen by Wright. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And that one's good. Andrews.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Pass to Embiid. Fades back. And that one comes up a bit short.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
There's a good screen to the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
Simons on the wing. White covering. Here's Andrews. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Inside, here's Barlow. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Leading right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
White against Simon. To the paint. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. With floor spacing so in demand, league wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball, and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And stolen by Junior. Outside, Simon. Maxey, terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's where Max is at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Wright. O'Neal outside. And he banks in the lane.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Simons the pass to Embiid. And here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Wright's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Simons up top. White covering. And it's White with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Back to O'Neal. Pass to Andrews. 5 on the clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Embiid. Stolen by Wright. The drive by Allen. And that one's good. Andrews. 31 points for Speedy.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Here's Embiid. Rebound by Andrews. Speedy's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
At the top of the key, Embiid. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
And it's White missing.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Simons kicks to Junior. Pass to Simons. Shot clock at 6. They can use a bucket. And it's White with the rebound. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. White against Simons. That's a killer two-handed slam.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more.
Basket's good.
Defensive foul.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
Third team foul.
Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Brown, he's checked in for the 76ers. Edgecombe comes in for Anthony Simons. And the free throw, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Embiid over Miller. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the 76ers. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Speedy.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Miller against Brown. Over to the left wing. Pulls up. The putback. Maxey grabs the miss. Floats it up for Junior. Reed with the block. And they get it back. Pass to Edgecombe. Goes back up. No good. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Speedy.